like that. Like man, you know.
But like me and you have seen the change.
So much work to be done, though, bro.
It is, bro, and awareness is the first thing. Like that's why some people say, "Why you talking?" Like to the point you made earlier about being more of action orientated and being of action rather than speaking on certain things. That is most definitely important. That's most definitely important, of course, and that's priority. But you know what I was thinking about? That's most important and priority for your family, for our families. And that is an important thing. We have to be in action, putting these things to action for our families. Because charity begins at the home. You get what I'm saying? But for the sake of those that's out here that we're supposed to be ministering to or commissioned to speak to, like, there's a lot of things that need to be spoken on. And I'm not saying that you would object this. I know you don't object this. Obviously, you on podcast with me right now. But there's a lot of things that need to be spoken to the masses just for the sake of awareness, bro. Because like you said, there's a lot of folks that don't even know what they don't know. You know how many things I've heard and have been made aware of and was like, man, I never even thought to think about that until I heard this.
Correct. Conversation got to be had. You know what I'm saying? Conversation had, but it got to be, you know what I'm saying? You know, we can't just be talking just to be talking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be not just the problem, it has to be the solution to it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
That's what I mean.
Most definitely.
So, you know, so when people be like, man, you know, I got something to say, it's our responsibility to say. The buffer that, you know what I'm saying? You know, what are we talking about?
And why are we talking about it?
You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, like, you can be a plant for us. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can be a plant. You can come in and you can see what's happening, and you just want to cause discord because, you know what I'm saying? You know, for whatever, like, you just don't know, man. Like, you know.
No, you're right.
And people can have certain stuff on their heart, and it can be misguided. And so it's our job to, you know, make sure that, you know, like we buffer that, you know, like what are we talking about? What are we doing? You know?
And the thing is, there's a lot of things going on in the world. The reason why there's a reason to need to speak on some things, there's a lot of things going on in the world that I think people don't even know what to think of it. And they need some type of guidance in that alone. Like, what is this? Where is this coming from? Like, they don't understand the deception and the lies of some things, or how the devil's working, or where some things, they're just like, I don't even know how to feel about this. Or there's so much going on to where it's like, I don't have the time to even decide how I feel about this particular thing. But I tell you one thing to spin off into, because since you said that, I just cracked a little joke about Diddy earlier, but at the same time, no, I gotta watch myself with that. You feel me? Because it's like, even with him, a person like that, someone has to be in position to be able to speak to a person like that and reconcile him back to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, don't get me wrong. Do I think he wants to be reconciled? Don't know. It's not my business to judge that. But he could be someone who, you know, is only upset that he got caught, wants to continue those things. You never know. But you can't be someone who is going to put that rap on him forever, no matter, regardless of what he's going to do. But there's something about these situations that were like, all right, did you see how they were pressing Joe Budden to respond about the Puff Daddy stuff? The video that came out.
You talking about Cameron too?
About Cameron? Oh no, I saw that. I saw that too. On CNN you talking about? Yeah, I saw that too. My thing with Joe is they had some situation with Joe. You know, I don't know why everybody was at his top, but a lot of people were saying, like, you know, when the video came out, like, why didn't he say something about it? Why didn't he speak on it? Or something came out that showed that he had deleted a little clip speaking on it, and then he deleted it. You feel me? And so everybody was like, no, why did you delete it? Blah, 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 blah. So then he comes out and then he speaks on it, and then they crush him because he has charges of domestic violence in the past. His ex comes out and it's just like, you know, it's so ironic that you're speaking on this and this and that. I'm like, bro, at what point though, and that's how you just know that the world is just being operated by just fleshly forces. At what point do you let people's past go?
Mm-hmm.
Like, at what point, like, what does someone have to do to prove to you, like, that they're sincere? And even with Joe, and let me tell you something, bro. I am not a fan of his at all. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think dude is extremely disingenuous. I think, he's not sincere about a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of stuff about him that I don't trust and whatnot at all. But still, just because I may see something about someone, that I'm feeling some type of way about, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to defend them when they're being done wrong. And for people to try to throw him in the blender like that, I don't think that's fair at all. You ask the man to speak on it. When he speaks on it, crushing it, however manner he crushed it, now you talking about he's a hypocrite, this or that. Like, he's never, from what I know, he's never denied the things that he's done wrong. You feel me?
That's the thing, though, bro.
I can respect that.
Yeah, that's what I said from the beginning. A lot of people, man, talking about, whatever, whoever, what I'm saying, whether it be whoever the next person will be.
I can respect that, though. If you're going to speak on it and tell me what you've done wrong, like, you have stripped me down from any ammunition I have against you, because you already said it. I did this, I did that. Like, what you going to do? You going to sit there and just kick a dead horse at that point? Like, what are you trying to accomplish at that point? So many people are just so ready to have the aha moments rather than helping people after things have taken place, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, son. I was gonna do this one on I ain't gonna lie, son. I was gonna speak on this on my own just so I didn't have to worry about you coming against what I was saying or trying to tell me to settle down. I be tripping sometimes. But you on the phone, so maybe it's best that you are. When the stuff comes out in regards to this woman, that I don't want to say no names, but the woman where the video came out of Diddy doing whatever he did too. Woman, you were around for a long time and took money to never have this stuff brought up again at all. So it's like, for me to see you now, since the video came out, and now you want to speak, it's just a lot of this stuff is disingenuous. Like son is toe up for real. Son is definitely violent and has a violent past, and we don't even have to speak on like the video of what we saw. Obviously, anybody with two good eyes and ears knows that is unacceptable. And anybody with women in their life that they love know that they had some strange feelings towards that man, thinking about if that was a woman that I love, what they would be wanting to do to him watching that video. So we don't even have to discuss that. But a lot of these women, bro, who get caught up in these charges, I just be looking like, why are you even involved in this?
Hold on one second.
All right.
Yeah, man, but no, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I agree with you on this one, man.
She took 30 mil to be quiet, and then now somebody comes up with the tape. Now she's coming out talking about, I'm just so happy that, I'm not scared anymore. I can speak my truth. Hold a minute. Whoa. You ain't got no truth to speak. You took 30 mil to never speak your truth again, ma'am. I don't want to hear your truth. You took 30 mil for your truth to get lost in the mail.
It could have came out after the fact. He still could have did it. He still could have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So, listen. I'm not trying to be. I know people. Oh, you're being insensitive to the woman. No man needs to be touching on a woman like that at all. Do I feel as though Diddy should be handled for that? Of course. But it's like, our women have to be smarter, like, to the point to where they can't just, and don't get me wrong, once again, I know that I can be speaking about women who really feel as though they have no other options, no education, no anything. And I get it. That's why a lot of our women are turning to like the internet and this or that to make money or their body. But I feel as though that's a lack of faith.
Yeah, bro.
I feel that is an admittance of hopelessness. If you like, all I have is my body to show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to judge. Listen, I'm not saying I understand the hard life you come from, the current condition that you are in tonight. I'm not saying that I understand that. I'm not saying that I've been through that myself. I understand there's somebody tonight, dog, that will become homeless, that needs somewhere to stay, and will be tempted to do something that we consider immoral. I'm not mad at that woman though, bro. I'm mad at the woman who's going to then come out and try to preach and promote to me that it's not wrong to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I'm not mad at the woman who has had to do something in her life that she's not proud of, but knows that she's not proud of it and really never wants to do those things again. I embrace that woman. I feel sorry for that woman. I have love for that woman. But for the lazy woman who wants to tell me that that's a way of life, we not going to get along, bro. We just not.
That's correct.
We just not. And there's too many times these women, like, I don't understand all that. Like, and I'm not going to lie to you, son. A lot of times, I don't even understand what these men are being arrested for when it comes to, like, these sexual allegations and assaults and stuff like that. Because I'm always like, aren't these grown women?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you... Wait, you mad because he said you were going to get a certain part in the movie on a certain song, you popped him off and then you didn't get it? Or years down the line, you're not as rich as he is, and you feel some kind of way. Now, I don't get it. It just seems as though something wrong from the beginning. You get what I'm saying? Like, at all times, I don't hear none of you all saying anything while stuff is going good. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah, bro, they can't, bro. You know what I'm saying? They can't, man. That's why I said, man, you know, when you look at the big picture, I can't. Because there's so much to this picture that I feel like, you know, either we turn a blind eye to it, or we don't care, or, you know what I'm saying, you know, like then we just die ignorant. And, you know what I'm saying, you know, to where, because I'm like, yeah, what he did was awful. You know what I'm saying, you know? I'm like,
so how many people do you think are really, like, should be held accountable in these situations, though, besides the actual main star person that they always try to put everything on, though? Like,
yeah,
people know about these things. Like, I've been hearing stuff about dude for decades, bro.
yeah. And then you got the video footage, and, you know, other people see this stuff. The whole time that was spoke out about it.
But even when you talk about people like Kelly, like, son, the stuff he was doing, like, people were helping him, like, put these transactions together.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing the stuff on his own.
I always had a problem, too, with the parents, because I'm like...
Oh, man.
I'm like,
Hey, you might talk about offering your children to the fires of Molech.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, this what we doing?
Like, dog, do you know how crazy that sounds?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Usher lived with Diddy as a teenager.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But I mean, other people...
And they don't talk about the one, and that's a boy. How you give your little girl to people?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I understand, like, but I'm sorry, bro, but I'm sorry, I don't want to judge him, so let me chill out, because I can't judge. If we're going to say we're going to do this right, we got to do it right. But that's just a no-no. Anybody else listening, that's just a no-no. Like, I don't trust anyone with my children like that. And dog, at the end of the day, them parents is really who I'm looking at. Because even when they talk about, like, you know, I hate to say it, but, you know, Beyonce's parents, it's the same situation. Like, you have a lot of these people who have sacrificed their children for fame, son.
Mm-hmm.
They have gambled their children's souls for fame.
I don't wonder why. And we look at it now, they're like, oh, man, how could they? And it's like, but they didn't. But it goes back to something I always said, man, again, a long time ago, bro. Like, you know, we got to protect children at all costs. That's where I start from. You know what I'm saying? You know, it start with protecting the children. You can't protect the children if you don't got a man in the house.
Most definitely.
You know,
Most definitely.
You can't, bro. I don't care how you trying to, so much as, you know, we try to look at the situation. That's why I say it's way bigger. The more pieces done fold. But then I look at it like this, too. like you said, like what if he do come around, right? He do get saved. You know what I'm saying, you know, or we're gonna be like the brother, you know what I'm saying, who when his prodigal brother return, you know what I'm saying, you know, we're gonna be like the one who's in the house,
Yeah.
you know, with the attitude,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you know, are we gonna be celebrating with the father too? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing though, bro. So yeah.
And my thing is, I can understand if you're a family member of someone who's been affected by him. I can understand how you're looking like, or anyone like this, just not his situation, but anyone. I can understand how you're looking at it like, you know, I'll never forgive anyone who's done something like this. Cool. You're still going to have to deal with God for that, because God expects even you to handle that in forgiveness. But a lot of hatred and stuff is coming from people that are not connected in any way, shape, or form. You feel what I'm saying? Like you are a fan and a follower. Like, what you mad about?
Right.
Like that's the big thing. Like a lot of people, I don't know, bro. It's just, I guess he just made the word is just made for us to be in folks' business and to look at it a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And always try to just be messy about it and drastic about it and dramatic about it. You know what I mean? But man, I don't want to hold you up, bro. I think that was some good convo right there. That was solid. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. I just feel like, you know,
I didn't even intend to do all of that, but we went to running it. You know?
Yeah, it's just so much to be talked about, bro.
So
you know
much.
What I'm saying? You know, like so much to be talked about. Like you said, the conversation's got to be had, and I think that's phase one. You know, my pops used to tell me, he's the man. You know, there's definitely agendas out there. You know,
It's definitely what out there?
agendas. Hold
Yeah,
on
yeah.
1 second, bro.
Yeah, take your time.
You know, it's so much, bro. I look at stuff. I feel like, man, you know, as a society, we gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the thing is, so everybody want to rule the world, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and so everybody want to rule the world, man. And I'll be like, we want to rule the world. And, you know, and somebody said, you know, I wouldn't mind having a dictatorship if I was the dictator. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's why we have all these wars. Because everybody feel like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm like, man, you know, everyone want to talk big and, you know, tough, and that's just what it is. It's just the society we live in. But it's like nobody have no sense of like calmness and chill.
No one has any restraint.
Yeah.
Like everyone has to grow and enlarge themselves. No one has just a content, comfortable spirit.